Good day, welcome to Glen Meditation. Today I have a lemon and I also have some eucalyptus oil. And why do I have lemon and eucalyptus oil? Because I have Parkinson's disease and I'm trying to find cures for Parkinson's disease and ways to better my health. And I came across this article on the computer, which is here, saying that basically they did some research in 2017 in Germany and New Zealand, and they came up with that 90% of people with Parkinson's disease have associated loss of sense of smell. And we say the reason that this happened is that in the part of the brain called the olfactory bulb, there's a set of neurons that detects the smell in the nose. And they're finding that people with Parkinson's on autopsies have lost a considerable amount of things called glomeruli, which are small parts of the olfactory bulbs that are responsible for smell. So they say that this reduction is consistent with the hypothesis that Parkinson's disease begins with bacteria, viruses, or environmental toxins entering the brain via the nose that first affect the olfactory bulb. And then the disease is triggered and gradually spreads to other parts of the brain. So what I want to know is if losing your sense of smell can lead to disease, can the opposite happen? And that's by exercising your sense of smell, reintroducing yourself to smell and doing meditations on the nose and stuff like that. Can you reverse the symptoms? And I looked into some other stuff when I got into this, and it's not just people with Parkinson's disease that are having loss of sense of smell. It's millions of people. And they found with Alzheimer's patients, when they blindfold them and they put things under their nose, that they can't identify them as much as other people. So this could be an interesting area to research, and for the next few months I'm going to commit to doing some smell training. So I'm trying to get my senses of smell improved, and I'm also going to try to develop some meditations and see what happens if I bring awareness into this area. And it's really interesting to see where this goes. It's kind of I looked around YouTube and other things, and it's not really looked into that much. It's kind of an untapped part of health. And if you think nowadays with basically we were made to exist in this world, and we were given our senses, and maybe sensory deprivation is part of what makes us sick. As we engage more and more with technology, we think about it when you're using like phones and stuff, what senses are basically starting to be lessened is you're seeing the computer and you're hearing things on the computer, but you're not really touching the things you're seeing or smelling them or tasting. And taste and smell are apparently really associated quite a lot, to the degree that people who totally lose their sense of smell don't really taste food anymore. So that's like if you don't like the taste of something, you can plug your nose and then you don't taste it as much. So it's a really interesting thing. I'm going to invent the 30-day challenge for myself to keep me on track and make sure I don't deviate from continuing to try to improve my sense of smell. I have eucalyptus oil. I'm going to take time meditating on my nose, which means bringing awareness into this area. I'm still just trying to think of how to develop the meditation, so it's early stages now. But I just want to put out there that I'm going to be working on my sense of smell and sticking to a regime and trying to improve upon techniques that are out there. So anyhow, take care, have a good day. Bye-bye.